Hey Final Ghouls, it's me Jump Cut Joey. I'm back with another spicy gameplay video for you. Before we get started, make sure that you do click the subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell icon to be alerted when new videos go live. Also, make sure to check me out live on Twitch Monday through Friday starting at 9 p.m. Pacific. Okay, so for today's lineup, we are going to be playing Hex Plaything. First time that we hook a survivor, they become cursed, and Hex Plaything activates on a random dull totem, and they will remain oblivious until that hex is cleansed. Alright, next in our lineup is Hex the Third Seal. This is pretty standard. Once we've hit each survivor once with our basic attack, they become blind, and they remain blind throughout the entire game so long as the hex is still active. Third in the lineup is Hex Haunted Ground. Basically, there's two totems that will be lit on the map for this. If one of them is cleansed, the other one will snuff out, but that means all survivors become exposed for 2 minutes straight, and the game could end very quickly. And the final perk in the roundup is going to be Hex Pentimento. Unfortunately, this perk does not get a lot of value. Most often than not, you get one or two totems that are cleansed, and you're only able to get the 30% decrease in gen speed and healing. As for add-ons, we are going to be using the Mother-Daughter Ring and the Muddy Sports Day Cap. We basically want to be as fast as possible. And keeping with the ice theme, let's go to Ormond. All right, it looks like one of our totems is here in the shack after we've loaded it in, and we got one off in the trees and one off further in the distance. Now, generally, because I am running Hex the Third Seal, we want to get the survivors injured quickly as possible. And it would seem that Nia has discovered one of the totems. Now, because we also have Haunted Ground up and Third Seal, we don't know which one is which. It's not like they have different color auras. So we just have to take a chance that the one that she was attempting to cleanse is Hex the Third Seal. Now, she might have Dead Hard here, so I'm going to do a quick attack. Oftentimes, if survivors have Dead Hard, they wait to see if you're going to do a lunge attack, and there's always that split second that sometimes you can kind of pick up on, and the Dead Hard will get them out of that the range of that attack, and the chase will continue. Now, we did lose one gen. That is a-okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to check in on this totem again. Does not look like anyone is around. Now, because we are using the Mother-Daughter Ring, one of the drawbacks is that despite the speed, that means that any scratch marks that start after the phase has begun, we can't see them anymore, so only the scratch marks that were up before the phase took full effect we can see. So we have to be very strategic about when and when we do not use the phase. So right away, I don't find anybody, so we're going back to the hook. We want to see if anybody is nearby. Someone did touch the gen. We'll go ahead and we'll kick that. And it sounds like someone was touching this one over here, so let's check this one out. But we found David. Now, while we didn't see anybody attempting to cleanse the totem, we have to assume that David did in fact see it himself, which means he is next on the list. Right now, we only have one stack of Third Seal, so we're really risking it right now by not having everybody blind at the moment. All right, we got our stack of Third Seal. I do see crows coming back in, moving about. All right, so these scratch marks are still visible because they were there before we phased, but since he had managed to run up here, we couldn't see them. We had to rely on audio, and because he doesn't have Iron Will, we were able to hear him and know that he was still nearby. Now, it looks like somebody went running upstairs, so we're going to go check out those scratch marks here. See if we can find anybody. Oh, we did. Hello, Fang. Hey, how you doing? Where you going? We were just up here. All right, let's get rid of this pallet. She's gotten enough, probably enough distance that I can anticipate where it is she's going to be running to. So we're going to... No, unfortunately we lost her, but we did find Nia again. And sadly, we did lose another gen in the process, but we still got time to make up for it. This one likes to camp pallets. All right, so we're just gonna do like a fake run and hit her. And we're gonna pop her over here on this hook. Now, because that totem over there in the shack is lit up white, that means it was a dull totem and survivors cleansed it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna resurrect this as one of our hex pentamentos. And by doing that, immediately all survivors now have a 30% speed decrease on gen repairs. So that should help slow them down a little bit while we try to find the last survivor to get our full stack of third seal. Now, there were some scratch marks back there. I don't know where that survivor is, unfortunately, so we're just gonna hope to find them. And since Nia got rescued, I'm hoping that it's gonna be the ace. We haven't found him yet. Unfortunately, no, it is Fang, but that's okay. So I don't think we've even managed to get her hooked yet. So we're gonna pop her back over here on the same hook. We did again lose another gen, so time is now becoming of the essence. We've spent a lot of time trying to find survivors, and because this is a big map, gens are spread out, which means they have a better chance of achieving their objective. But we did find Ace. All right, excellent. There are now 4 full stacks of Hex the Third Seal. So let's see how well this is going to work out. Fang is still on her first phase. And let's see if we can find someone else. It looks like they cleansed a Hex plaything, so we're going to go over here. Once we pop this gen, we're going to go over and we're going to set this one up. So now there will be a 30% decrease in healing speed. Now, generally, this is about as far as most often you're going to get with Hex Pentimento, unfortunately, because most often than not, folks, they start to realize that that's what you have, so they start to think any lit totem that's not a boon is part of the Pentimento. So chances are these hexes get cleansed very fast. And once again, we have Nia. It looks like she's trying to come back in for that same totem again, but she is now on her death hook, so we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna take her out of the game, as she knows far too much about where all of these other totems are. And it does not look like Fang's gonna get rescued. She's nearly at the end of her second phase. The entity might be taking her. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put Nia right over here. All right, Fang was not rescued. I don't know if it was because someone didn't want to make effort or if they just literally did not know where to actually look for her. That's just one of the powers of Hex the Third Seal. Once you have all 4 stacks, unless you know where that totem is, it becomes very hard to understand where your teammates are. All right, we got a boon totem over here. We'll go ahead and snuff that out. Leave room for perhaps another Hex plaything. So while Hex Third Seal does have its strengths, it also does have its downsides. By this point, now that we're down to 2 survivors, one is injured, one is fully healed. They're both blind. They don't know where to find each other. there's a chance that they're just going to be as immersed as they possibly can, hoping to outlive the other one and try to get a hatch escape. So we're going to continue trying to look around the map. And I believe we found David. Yes, there he is. So we can cut him off at the pass here. Excellent. Successful. Now he is not dead. Unfortunately, we don't have any aura reading perks, let alone barbecue. So again, we are going to have to 100% rely on our eyes here, hoping to find Ace. There are a number of other gens that he could possibly be on, but there might be a chance that Ace also could see the aura of where the person was hooked, because despite being blind, when someone is hooked, you do get the hook aura of wherever they are hooked, and you only get that for about the first 4 or so seconds, and then once that bubble goes away, you have no aura reading of wherever it is that they are whatsoever. All right, so we're checking some lockers, hoping to see if he's maybe hiding in one of these. Wait a minute, is he over here? There he is. All right, David has died on the hook. We need to get the Ace as fast as we possibly can, because chances are that the hatch is going to open up right nearby for him. And lucky for us, unlucky for him, hatch is actually just opened up on the other side of the wall, but we did manage to get him down before he could find it. So I would consider this match a success. GG's, Ace. All right, well, if you guys like this build, or if you have comments of your own, please make sure you post them in the comment section below. But also, don't go anywhere just yet, as I do have a fun little Christmas added bonus for you. Until next time, guys, I'll see you in the fog. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.